Yeah, so guys, they actually give 2 years post-study visa, as in post-study work visa. Like if you study in Ireland, you can get to work get 2 years work visa to like job hunt as an international student.
But then Ireland gives you the package of a year for your master's dissertation, for your master's degree, sorry, 3 years for your undergrad, and I think 4 or 3 years for your PhD as well. So I mean, if you hear all of these kind of things, and if you know that you're given this 2 years post study work visa, why don't you want to carry your bags and be coming to Ireland?
Hey guys, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my guys. Whenever you see me like that, it's raining. I like the weather. I'm sorry guys. Let's leave me. Did you hear that there's something happening in Ireland? Like the opportunities I heard about in Ireland, and I'm like, how come we have not talked about this country on this channel? Me that used to bring people all the juicy content on this earth. Okay, guys. Sorry, I'm not even introduced myself. My name is Chum. But wait first. If you're seeing my face for the first time, where have you been? Why are you seeing my face for the first time? Don't mind me, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to Chilo Talks. And if you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Chioma. From my name gives me off. I'm obviously a Nigerian, but I'm currently living and studying in Japan at the moment. Yep, you heard me right. But guys, today we're talking about Japan first. I heard something's happening in Ireland. Guys, they actually give 2 years post-study visa, as in post-study work visa. Like if you study in Ireland, you can get to get 2 years work visa to like job hunt as an international student. And when I heard it, I'm like, no, let's go and bring somebody from Ireland to come and tell us how it's happening. You wouldn't want to hear me. I want us to hear it too. So guys, today we'll be going all the way to Ireland, and there's no other person now. There's no better person than Ria. Ria is a YouTuber. Gloria is her name actually, but she's a YouTuber, and her YouTube channel name is Ria Takes. She talks so much about Ireland. If you go to her channel and you don't love Ireland already, I don't know which other country in Europe you want to love. But yeah, she's a YouTuber based in Ireland, and she's also a graduate student. So today she'll be sharing with us procedures, common mistakes, literally how to go there, so that if you want to go there, you can go there. All right guys, help me welcome Gloria.
Hi guys. I know this is not my channel, but I'm used to saying hi guys, so you guys are going to bear with me. Hi guys, my name is Ria, and I'm a lifestyle content creator living in Ireland. I'm about to say, oh, if this is your first time, but I can't say that this is not my channel. So thank you so much, Chilo Talks, for having me. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for this collaboration. So guys, I am a YouTuber, and I've made this kind of video before. So when Chilo Talks reached out to me and said that, you know, I want you to somewhat do the same thing that you did in your channel, in my channel, just for people to be aware, I'm just like, you know, you're stressing me. Just get the link and give them. They will watch it, please. Don't stress me. But then, I mean, we have to do what we have to do, right? And then let's get started with this video. You guys should stick around, because you're about to hear lots of juicy stuff. I'm here to answer every of your assumptions, of your questions, all the things that you have in your mind that you haven't asked it out. I'm here to answer them. So stay tuned guys, and let's start this video. Yes guys, there are several opportunities. See, Ireland is a very beautiful country, I must tell you, and it's a country that if you haven't heard about, you should research on it, because this country is blessed. I'm not from Ireland, I'm from Nigeria actually, but I have been here for over a year, and the country has just been favoring me, to be very honest, especially when it comes to education. So I actually came to this country September 2019 for my master's degree, and somewhat so far since I came here, it's been good news upon good news, at least the best of my knowledge. There are several opportunities here in Ireland, especially when it comes to education. You will tell that right now if you actually do your research. Ireland is one of those countries that most international students are actually planning on coming to or going to, because first of all, their visa laws is favorable to international students. It's something that international students want to hear about. Do you understand? So like Ireland, for example, gives like the 2 years post-study work visa, which was one of the things that drew my attention to this particular place. You know, when I heard that I could actually come here and study as well as stay back in the country for 2 years and look for a job, I'm like, then I should really come to this place. I should really search for something in my career path to this particular place, because I wanted to go to the UK, if you are being honest, but at the time UK wasn't sure as to whether they were really going to give us the 2 years post-study work visa or not, and Ireland was that country that was ready, and it's still ready, and it's still giving that kind of opportunity. So, and then for master's degree in Ireland, it's just a year, unlike Canada that it's like 2 years. In Ireland, it's just a year. In the UK, it's a year as well, but then Ireland gives you the package of a year for your master's dissertation, for your master's degree, sorry, 3 years for your undergrad, and I think 4 or 3 years for your PhD as well. So I mean, if you hear all of these kind of things, and if you know that you're given this 2 years post-study work visa, why don't you want to carry your bags and be coming to Ireland? Don't say I didn't tell you. Come to Ireland, please.
Wow, thank you very much, Gloria, for that powerful introduction. So now, if somebody wants to study in Ireland, I have people watching me from all over the world, hopefully. So if somebody wants to study in Ireland, or someone wants the person's word or daughter or whatever, or child to study in Ireland, what should the person do now? Like, what will you advise the person? What's the first step to starting? How is the process like? Do you need an exam? You know, what are they? Do you need agents? What exactly do you advise people to start with first?
When I was coming to Ireland, guys, I used an agent, to be very honest. The name of the agent is Study Across Globe, and they were absolutely free. They did everything for me, from my admission process down to my visa process, every document, everything that I needed. I mean, I got my admission in like few weeks, and I was able to process my visa as well. It was very swift. Apart from Study Across Globe, which you can check up on Instagram, I know of Drum Study Abroad, Drum Study Finders, Drum Study Abroad. They're actually like a very, very good educational agency that you really check out if you want to come to Ireland. And then also know of UK's Nigeria. They're also a very good agency as well. The process, I actually used the agent, so most of the things was stress-free for me, because my job was just to bring the documents that they're asking for me, that they're asking of me. So in order for me to get my admission here in Ireland, what the documents that I submitted, normally international passports, your transcript of your undergrad if you're coming here for masters. If you're coming here for undergrad, then it has to be like your WAEC result. You also need to submit like a certification from your previous school saying that you are done with that particular school, and then this is the grade that you're graduating with. You need, what do you need actually? You need the application form of the school that you're applying to. You need to apply for it actually. I think those are the very little things that you really do need, that I actually did submit. I didn't really submit a lot of documents when I needed to get my admission. You don't even need to write IELTS at the time for gaining an admission in Ireland. You don't need that. You only need IELTS, which I'll be talking about later. You only need that for your visa process, because it's just the embassy that's going to ask of it. And you can hear that I'm speaking English, right? But then the embassy still needs to be certified that you actually do speak, understand, read and write English. That's why they always say submit an IELTS result or a TOEFL result. So you need these particular things. So to be able to process your visa, you need your admission letter, you need your academic transcript, you need your academic certificates, you need your sponsor's bank statement of 6 months, you need your international passport, you need your tuition fee receipt. Every document that you think you need to submit to the embassy. Trust me, the Ireland embassy, they like paperwork. They like where you're sure that you are going there and you will come back. You understand? So things that will support that particular argument, just submit it. But those are like the major things that I know that I submitted when I was coming to Ireland. My sponsor's bank statement of 6 months, recent bank statement of 6 months, my sponsor's business your own as well. You also need to explain like your educational gap, if you've had any educational gap, like if you've been going to school to a certain year and then you stopped going to school and then you were doing something. You also need to explain to the embassy what you were doing, and also like submit an evidence that shows that, oh, you were doing something else, so they don't think that you've just been in the country and you've been idle. You just need to take a lot of things into consideration. If there are any more things that I'm missing out, I'll obviously relate these things with Chilo, and then she'll leave it down in the description box. She will leave it down in the description box, so you guys will have to check there. And yeah, that's basically it.
Wow. You really said a lot. Okay, I'm loving this. But now I want to ask a question. What are the common mistakes that you have seen people make, or you yourself, you should have, in like looking in retrospect now, what are the common mistakes people make while trying to apply to Ireland, and how will you advise them to avoid these mistakes when they are trying to go through their own application process and all that?
The common mistakes that people actually make before they come to Ireland, or when trying to apply to get an admission or your visa process or anything, is the fact that people do not do their research. That's the truth. I know that we sometimes need an agent to tell us what to do, or maybe because we have a friend over at that particular place, we think as though we don't really need to research on our own. But the truth is that if we actually do research on our own, most of these common mistakes that you think are common mistakes, or mistakes that you think people do make while coming here, they won't be able to make them. So my advice is that, in as much as you have an agent, or in as much as you think everything is sorted out, try to research, do research on your own. Like, everything is on Google. Everything you need to ask or you need to find out is on Google. Research, and then you'll be able not to make like these common mistakes. You understand? But the common mistakes that people actually do make is, when it comes to accommodation, try not to pay for a place in Ireland if you get your admission and you've gotten your visa as well, and you're coming over to Ireland to study. Try not to pay for an accommodation without you seeing the place, because lots of people have actually been scammed. Do you understand? Lots of people have been scammed of this process, and then there is no way to refund the money, because they're like, oh, where will I spend the night, where will I pass the night, I need to pay for a place. And then people just go ahead and then they just pay, and they become victims of, you know, theft or something. They become victims of scam. That's the thing. So try not to pay for any accommodation. I think that that's like the major mistake that people really do make. Aside that, I don't think there's any common mistake you actually make, because if you're going to be using an agent, and even if you're going to be doing it yourself, try as much as possible to research. If you research, do a lot of research, ask questions, people that are already there, then trust me, all of these common mistakes that we think are common mistakes will be easily avoided.
Okay, now let's talk about scholarships, let's talk about funding programs, let's talk about tuition waiver. Are there things like this that people can key into in Ireland, either from back at home or wherever they are? Do you have scholarships that are kept in place? Do you have tuition waiver? Do you have funding, just funding generally, that will help ease financial burden of people who want to study in Ireland, who want to come to Ireland? Or what exactly is your advice, especially as regards the financial funding aspect?
This is a very good question, actually, because I'm sure lots of people want to know this part. Scholarships, yes, we do have scholarships in Ireland. Actually, there is one that comes up every year. I think it's the Ireland or the Irish government scholarships. It runs once or twice in a year. They take about 60 students, 60 international students for both undergrad, masters, as well as your PhD. You take 60 in total. So yes, scholarships are being given here in Ireland, and apart from scholarships, we also have tuition fee waivers from universities. Actually, when I was coming, I know that I wasn't able to get tuition fee, because at the end of the day, it still depends on the particular school that you're going to and like your particular course. There are some courses that they give you tuition fee waiver or scholarship of 50%. like, it's a slash, which is a good thing. And there's some courses and there's some schools that they take off 2,000 euros off of your tuition fee. They take off 4,000 euros sometimes, 3,000 sometimes, 1,000 sometimes. But like there's some courses that they don't take off anything whatsoever. You just have to pay the exact amount. So I feel like yes, there are available scholarships here in Ireland, which is called like the Ireland Irish government scholarships. We also have scholarship from specific schools. Some certain schools, if not all of the schools here in Ireland, they give scholarship for different kind of courses. So all you have to do, like I keep on saying, is research. Make sure you do your own research. Don't just even listen to what I'm saying. Make sure that you have like an in-depth knowledge of the particular country you're coming to, the particular school, and the particular course, right, that you want to study in Ireland. Do you understand? So yes, there are available scholarships. There are obviously tuition fee waivers, a lot of them. So yes, guys.
You have really said a lot. It's like people are already in Ireland before this video is over. But now, after all this is done, we all know that getting admission these days is one thing. Getting scholarship these days is one thing. Getting visa is another thing entirely, and I always say that. So how is the visa process like, as in for getting a visa to Ireland? What are the prospects in Ireland? Like, how is it? What are the possibility of getting a job after studying? How is living in Ireland? What do they even call Ireland people? But how are the Ireland citizens? How are they to foreigners, foreign students, international students generally? How is life in Ireland, and how is the visa process generally? How does it really work?
Ireland is a very, very beautiful place. It's a place that you really want to come and study. You don't have to stress yourself trying to learn any language. The Irish people here, you even barely hear them speak their language. I don't think I've actually heard someone speak their language anywhere. It's English that everyone here speaks. Do you understand? So I feel like you need to come to Ireland though. Honestly, the visa process duration for you to get your visa as a student, or if you're applying for a student visa, it's between 6 to 8 weeks. Actually, you can get your visa between that duration. I know that the exchange rate on this particular side is high. Euros are actually higher than dollars, so our exchange rate is pretty much about 400 naira to 1 euro, because I'm in Nigerian, which is somewhat high, unlike other places like Canada, which is like 300, and the US dollar that's like 360 when things are normal, not in these trying times. So yeah, aside that, living in Ireland is actually relatively okay. I think you can actually live and survive in Ireland, and the people here are very friendly. They're very good people, trust me. They are very friendly people. They are homely people. They're actually very traditional people here. Trust me, Ireland is a very good place. To be honest, I don't think I've gotten any fear, to be like any worry of racism or anything, because the country has been good to me so far, and I've been here for over a year now. I've been enjoying my stay thus far. I'm already done my master's degree, and then I'm at the verge of getting a graduate job. So Ireland is a good place for studying. It's a place that you want to be in, to be very honest. And how is it getting a job in Ireland? To be very fair, it's actually as it will be in every other country. It's not like I'm going to come here and say it is easy peasy, or it's not like I'm going to come here and say it is difficult to get a job. No, I'm not going to do that. It is how it is in every other country. Do you understand? So everything boils down to your degree, right? What you study, your skills, your experiences as well, and what you have to offer to that particular company. I feel like anybody can get a job. Just make sure that your academic standard is good, your skills to that particular job role is top notch, and then your experience is, you have a good number of experience. Because to be honest, here in Ireland, I think that's what they look out more. That's what they look out for more. They look out for skills and experiences than what you actually studied or what you actually graduated with. So getting a job here in Ireland is not actually difficult. You can actually get a job if you have the right skills, the right experience, and the right academic degree to support that particular job description. So yes, please my dear, drag your box. I know that this video wasn't as detailed as you want it to be, so if you have more questions, just leave it down in the comment section. Drag your boxes, start packing my dears, and run to Ireland, because trust me, Ireland is going to be a big country in a few years, and it's a place that you really want to be. I am not an ambassador, but right now I am here being one for Ireland and campaigning that you all should please come to Ireland for study, because it's a country that you won't regret ever coming to. Trust me, you won't. Actually, it's a good place, it's a good country, it's good for you, it's good for me, it's been good for me, it will be good for you. Leave Japan, leave wherever you are, leave Nigeria, leave China, leave the UK, leave Canada, leave America, and run and come to Ireland. Okay, I'll be waiting for you. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching this interview. Thank you so much, Chilo Talks, for having me here.
Wow, guys, like, it was such a privilege having you Ria on my channel. Thank you so much for taking out time from your busy schedule to grace my channel with so much information and all that. Guys, if you want a part 2 of this video, please tell me in the comment section below. If you loved what you hear, please tell me in the comment section below. Like I said, Gloria aka Riatex is actually a YouTuber here on the streets of YouTube, and she vlogs a lot about Ireland. She talks about scholarships too, funding, and her process, what she did to get to Ireland. So guys, I'll put the link to her channel like in the description box below. That will take you directly to Gloria's channel for you to also see other content and do all those good things.
It means a lot. Thank you. I'm happy that I was able. I'm grateful and blessed and happy that I'm able to grace your channel. So thank you so much, guys. And if you have any more questions, if I didn't explain something as much as you want me to, please don't forget to leave it down in the comment section, and I will be reading through all the comments as much as I can and reply everybody. Or you can head over to my channel and ask me more questions, or maybe contact Chilo and then she's going to get to me. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I'll see you guys on my channel. Bye, guys. Mwah.
Alright guys, please and please and please don't forget to click the subscribe button to join the gang, like to be on this channel. Turn on your notification bell to keep seeing more content. And if you have a country in mind you really want me to feature so that I will go and hustle for somebody in that country, tell me also in the comment section below. See you next time on Chilo Talks. Bye for now.